think we're live. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you. This is good. This is a good start. Can everyone hear us? That's a good question too. And good morning, everyone.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song. And I'll try not to sing out of key.
Oh my God, what just happened? It's a good thing it's your birthday, man. Or I would have
You
cut you
can
off like
continue.
10 minutes ago before we even
You can
started.
continue.
Good morning. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
It's Fishymon's birthday. In case anybody didn't know, he is what, like 12 now? 13? How old are you?
Um Joke wise, uh
Joke wise?
no, no,
Ancient history wise?
uh
What the hell on earth is
mentality
that?
wise, I'm 12 years old, but
What is that? Oh.
physically wise, I am 59 years old.
59? Holy cow.
Yeah. What did you think?
I would have guessed a
You
lot
think
older, dude.
stupid, you stupid.
Like 73, maybe.
Thank you everybody for the birthday wishes.
It is also Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Alishon, I wish I was 67.
Shano, what's going on,
I
man?
would I would not be working anymore.
All right, let's say hi to people. Good morning. Long Family Show, good morning. I keep jumping around here. Window Liquor number 5. What's going on? Dennis Christensen. Good morning. Good morning. Jenny Lynn. What's going on? 3G. What up? Oh, I gotta stop laughing. The bipolar fish keeper. What's going on, man? Scotty Aquati. What's up? Eduardo. Good Sunday morning, people. Good Sunday morning to you. Bruiser. What's going on? KJE. Good morning. Good morning. Who else? Salient. What's up? Good morning. Thanks for being here. Deb's Aqua Pets. Good morning. Talk about you in a sec there. Patty's Petite Tanks. Good morning. Okay, if I didn't hear Kirk, I was going back to bed. Good point. Peplin, what's up? Might have to play the old Fishymon thing right off the bat here since it is his birthday. So let me go over there. Get everybody in the right mood here. We'll play the dance. I could keep saying good morning over this. What's up, Al Sox? Al Wet Sox? Oh, I gotta stop because he's singing. I don't think they can hear you, honestly, in that scene.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I know.
Oops.
I spared you guys. Alshon, what's up? Al What Sox? What's going on? Am I missing anyone? Stillwater. Good morning. Good morning. All right, I think we're Atkins. What's up? Shano.
Good morning.
Good morning. Merrick T. Victor Coco. What's up, man? Everybody's here. Awesome. Well, if you guys are here and you haven't hit that like yet, why don't you do that for me? That'd be great. I should probably do that for myself too. Yay. Live chat has moved. What's up with that? Okay. So what else is new in the hood? Not much in the fish room.
Oh, and by the way, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what is new? There's nothing really new in the fish room, but there is stuff I gotta do. I don't want to take care of. The fry rack system. We gotta do something over there. Clean, reset. I haven't touched anything over there in weeks. Whatever fry I did see, I don't see anymore. So either they died, or I was hallucinating it. The ones that I
You're
did save are up
listening.
here. Yeah, so we got to reset that whole mess. So we'll go over there and do that in a minute.
Oh, talking of fry, I
Good morning, Bigfoot Cheese
I
Tanks.
I seen a fry in my bowl that I had set up
The
for
pack of
my
bowl?
no, the those little crustaceans. What you call them again?
Daphnia.
Daphnia. I
Daphnia,
seen
that's the other thing I want to talk about.
I seen a fry in my Daphnia bowl. It's like I have no clue where it came from. No
That's
clue at
interesting.
all.
Maybe it was in the Daphne Colony. He was like, maybe it's whoever. Where'd you get the Daphnia from? You got it from that one guy, right? At the swap. Speaking of Daphnia,
I
this is what
got
we're
it
looking at.
from Adam's Pet
Oh, okay.
Safari and from a guy at the swap.
Where did I just see that? You boys open? Yeah. It's been a while since I've been to that place. I was there like a long, long time ago before I even knew. One thing was at Peddler's Village. Is that right? Is that right? Is that the right word? Am I thinking the right place?
All I know is we passed through the Jersey
The
Devils,
Jersey Devils, man. That's right. Where was it? Somebody
the
was it?
Jersey Devils
Boom, awesome.
countryside.
Yeah, where the Jersey Devil is, man. That's right. Dude, I told you we talked to him. Remember? I guess you don't remember that. Maybe I just talked to him. Whoops.
Yeah, maybe you just talked to the devil.
Anyway, this is my Daphnia
I
colony that
never
I've had
talked
going
to
for
the
like a
devil.
week now.
I have never talked to the devil.
He's an interesting guy. But so I would have been doing with this thing. I don't even know how long this is gonna last. I'm trying to keep it like a balance here. I've been feeding this thing like it's on the same light schedule as my tanks. So I think it's got like 7 hours of daylight or whatever sunlight light.
Your Daphne is big.
Yeah, well, I keep feeding them. They weren't always big. I kept pulling all the big ones out, but I didn't feed for like a day or two, and then they got real big. So I don't know if there's any little. I see some little ones in there. All right, all right. I've been just trying to feed them actually to keep the big ones out. But I did have the guy that I got this colony from said that he kept these basically in an unheated space, uh, with like indirect sunlight.
Eduardo's asking, what do Daphne eat?
Well, that's what I was getting to. A lot of people do the green water thing, right? Which is, I'm sure there's some sort of, I think it's a single cell. I don't know if it's blue green algae or whatever the hell it is, but it's some sort of algae that's like it's
I
actually an
think Patty
animal that
thinks that's
has,
your bowl for pack a bowl.
yeah. But anyway, the guy I was talking to keeps them in a gallon jugs on his porch, and he just basically says he gives them a swirl every day to stir up what he feeds them. And what he feeds them is, he said, get this stuff off of the internet. It's a vitamin supplement. I don't know if you can see that if that's too close, but it's spirulina and chlorella powder. It's some sort of superfood. This is actually like a
So have
vitamin
you
mineral.
tried actually taking that yourself, too?
No, I haven't, but you can. You're supposed to take 4 capsules per day. They're vegan capsules, by the way. I'm guessing they're made from no animal products here. Yeah, vegetable cellulose,
Vegetable.
vegetable, and yeah, the chlorella and whatever. But obviously I don't. I just pull the capsules apart and I just mixed it in. Here, let me back up here so you can see what I'm doing. And I just mixed it in this. Bleh, this stuff looks gross, but it's got a bluish. It's a blue-green tint, right? I guess that's what chlorella algae is a blue-green algae. And I just been piping this in like. Hang on. And just giving it a squirt until the water starts to get like kind of green looking. And then I walk away. And then when it starts just to clear up a little, then I just add more. And then that stuff lasts for like, I don't know. I try to feed every day. I actually was doing water changes on this bowl too because I was afraid like the ammonia was going to spike. So I do like a 25% water
What would
change in
you
this daily.
do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me?
Probably.
Lend me your ear, I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key.
Yes. Well, I think you should try harder. It's Daphne, Southwest Florida. What are they? I guess they're crustaceans, aren't they? Yeah, they are. They're kind of like fleas. They call them water fleas.
Water fleas. They're like, you find them in a lot of ponds and stuff, don't you?
Yes, they grow in stagnant water, ponds. Um, the guy said that he recommended not. He used to keep them with air stones, but he said he recommended not because he found
Because
that air gets
if
trapped
the
on their little,
bubbles are too fine, they
uh,
get under
the
carapace.
carapace. And that's the
The
other thing I found too
carapace.
about doing the water change, and that I got to use room temp water, or you know how bubbles form after you do a water change.
Yeah.
It'll form on the Daphnia too, and they won't be able to swim because they're floating. They're like they're buoyant then.
But yeah,
Speaking, I'm gonna fill
because
up the
I've
jug.
seen people use bubblers in their Daphne colony, but it's just they just use the air coming out of the no stove.
Yeah, yeah.
So there.
All right.
So there. So there's that.
There is that.
But fish go crazy for them. Fish
Yes.
loves them some Daphne.
My Battis really loves them. So maybe we'll feed a little bit here in a sec. Let them get
Well,
back up
I
to the
don't
top.
think just your Battis loves them.
Well,
All Battis loves them.
maybe. But fish do like to hunt them, and they're pretty cool to watch. And I've been using these. I have these. I bought this set of sieves a while back.
Wow, Bates and Genetics.
What's up, Beatson?
Go figure.
What's going on, man?
It's his
Anyway,
birthday as well.
nice. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bates and
Would you
Genetics.
like to come up and sing for us? Apparently, that's the thing you can do. Anyway, but when I bought this thing, it came in a set, and I only ever really used the fine one, and then I got a better thing for what I was doing, and it came with this one. This one's actually very perfect for grabbing the big ones and letting little babies through. So that's how I've been feeding them. They tend to come to the
Huh.
light, so when the light's on for a while, I'll come in there and be like, whoop,
Whoop, whoop.
just like that.
You go
Whoop.
whoop, whoop.
We'll do it. We'll do it in a little bit. Is this jar lit from under? No, it's lit from above. I don't know if you can see it, but here, I'll probably tilt
It's
it.
a ring light.
Yeah, there's like a little ring light that I basically hot glued on one corner so it stops sliding around. And then, yeah, fits perfectly over the lid. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see it. I mean, I don't have the. What do you think? What do you think, Bates? And you think he says you want me to sing to you? I mean, I don't have the most serenading voice, but have you heard?
It's all right. Neither do I, Bateson. But
Hit
I
that
still
like
sing.
button. Good morning, Paul McCarthy.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you get up and leave?
I try not to encourage this behavior in you. So what else happened? Oh yeah, I got some plants this week. That's what I've got. One of our old esteemed Fish Fan members here, John McKenzie,
Hey, talking of which, I
sent me
wish
some
I knew
plants.
somebody I wish I knew somebody with frog bit, because I could do with some frog bit for my pack a bowl, man.
It's interesting. It's interesting you mentioned that because that's exactly what he sent me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, and I should tell you about my bowl and my plan. I got this vase the other day. And I was thinking about putting the vase inside the bowl.
You
And
stupid.
oh, I'm sorry.
You stupid. You know that? You just
Sorry.
plain stupid.
I've got to give you a hard time. I did start scaping mine, but I'm gonna have to redo it. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. Be afraid. Be
Be
very
afraid.
afraid.
If
I'm
leaving,
coming for you
I'm
this
leaving if
year.
he sings again.
Like sing. Just think of that Jaws theme song. I'm coming for you.
Do, 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 do,
Dun dun
do, 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 do.
dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
You didn't like the Wonder Years show? It was too depressing. Yeah, they always had
What?
like that weird, like it was always like that whatever it was like that like bittersweet thing in the end, wasn't it? I don't know. Isn't that? That's kind of, yeah. I can see that. The nostalgia. Everything is better
What?
days. That Wonder Years. You ever see that? That's what this. That was the theme song to that show that you keep singing, by the way.
All right. No, I got that stuck in my head. I seen the original guy who sang it in on a reel on Facebook.
Well, I know Joe Cocker did a version of it. That's the one that was on the show.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe the
the one.
song.
Well, that's the one I seen on
Is it Beatles?
Facebook.
No.
Joe
Who the hell wrote
Cocker.
the original one?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm trying to. All I can hear is the Joe Cocker one in my head right now.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote an original of that one. I can't remember who wrote the original. I'm sure somebody in this chat's gonna know. Or who sung the original, I guess. I don't know who wrote it. The Beatles. Okay, cool. Was right. I am hearing the correct thing. See, this seemed a little light on the chlorella to me, so I'm getting a little more. So we'll see. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, it starts to look like green water at some point, and I'm guessing that's probably like the consistency you want. But I've only been juggling this for a week, so don't take any of my praise. It could all come into an end at any moment. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the Fishroom auction has been rescheduled for next Saturday. I guess Skipper
What
had
you
some
call it?
computer issues.
Daphne colonies are known for crashing.
Yeah. Well, that's what this guy he says. He has like a bunch of different jugs, so that like if one colony crashes, he has a So that's probably a smart idea. Maybe
And
set
the
up more than one
problem with
colony.
Daphne cultures, like if you keep them outside, for instance, um, is you tend to get like other critters in there with them, like mosquito larva. Um, you gotta watch out for dragonfly larva.
I just put up a pinned message from Nightbot. This is I guess something I should address. It says the member of our Fishram needs our help. Their grandson was born with a rare genetic condition. There's a link to a GoFundMe page. That GoFundMe page has all the information about it. It's absolutely distressing and horrible, and I wish none of that on anyone. And I just hope everything goes well, honestly. But if anybody can help out, certainly do that. And that link will run whatever throughout the stream a bunch of times. So other than that, sorry.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Please, please, please go to the link and read it.
Yeah, and it's Deb's Aquapets. It's her grandson. And if you're not comfortable with the GoFundMe link, she has a PayPal too. I'm sure somebody can link that. Yeah. Oh god, that's just oof. That's horrible. And I'm really sorry to hear it. All right, moving on. We're looking at, I guess we're done with the Daphne for now. Well, are we? Can I feed? Yeah,
Did you
maybe.
feed them?
I didn't. I did feed more of the algae in there.
Plus, Daphne are also attracted to light.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let that light sit there for a minute. I'm gonna move this camera. Maybe we'll get
There are several. There are, well, I don't know about several, but I know of two different types of Daphne as well. There's one that's smaller and one that's bigger.
well, there's like Daphnia magna, I think. I think that's it. Man,
Yeah,
I think
because
that's the bigger one.
the one I got from Adam at Adam's Pet Safari
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
tends
mm-hmm.
to be it's the smaller variety. He says it can also tolerate warmer waters as well.
Mm.
Than the bigger one can tolerate cooler waters apparently. The Magna
The
or
Magna.
whatever.
I don't know if that's
Magna
true, but that just seemed like something that popped in my head, so I'm gonna go with it. Um,
or Magma. Yeah, I don't know the
Magna.
different names of
I
them.
don't know the names either, honestly.
Maybe Alishon knows them.
Oh, I see. Deb's PayPal will get 100% of the donation. Okay, well, guess I should have known that earlier. Well, they get 100% of the donation anyway, don't they? It's just, I think
From
GoFundMe.
PayPal? From
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe? I
Yeah,
don't
but I
know.
think you got to set. I think they have like an automatic tip involved in there that you can just set to 0.
Oh,
I did it this
okay.
morning. It seemed like all of it went. I don't know what the fees are. Honestly, don't know. Yeah, if you want to do the PayPal thing, then do the PayPal thing. That's cool. Sometimes it's just easier. Whatever. Yeah. Either way, anybody wants to help, please help. Just trying to make a little baby comfortable, man. All right, Vinoxky, what's up?
What
How's it going? Good morning.
if I sang
KJU's
out
here.
of
Oh, we should talk about
tune?
KGE. KGE's running a special for Mother's Day, by the way. This one's gonna pop up my code, but he does have another code that's going on.
20% off?
Yeah, 20% off code, and I can't remember. I think I saw the email. Is it on my phone? I don't remember where I looked at it.
Yeah, let me see if
Oh yeah, it is. IHT. I don't know what that stands for. IHT 20. Yeah, there it is. Keith just said it. There you go.
There you go.
20% off today. It's tempting. I'm gonna have to do that. Speaking of that, not that. You just reminded me of the plants that I was talking about with John McKenzie. I got frog bit from him. But what he also didn't tell me, and I didn't notice right away, John, we might have to have words about this if he's around, is there was a
He
whole lot of
infected.
duckweed in there, man.
Yeah, well,
I hate taxes 20, is that what it stands for? I guess I hate the tax man. So I hate taxes 20. Okay, there you go. Guy at the New Jersey Aquarium Society grows the Russian Daphnia, huge, and Daphnia picked into decent sized bags. Wow. Wow. Was that guy, were you at that Allied swap this past one, Alishon? I don't know. There was a bunch of guys selling Daphnia there, and I was wondering if it was any of them.
yeah, they had a guy selling indoor grown Daphnia and outdoor grown Daphnia. The outdoor grown Daphnia had like mosquito larvae and stuff in it, whereas the indoor grown Daphnia didn't.
Yeah, Dev's got a good point here. Hang on. Where is it? I don't think it came up yet. But she said even sharing out the links help. So if you can't help yourself, feel free to share the GoFundMe to anyone you want, or everywhere, honestly. Jason, how is Shanna doing lately? She's doing good. We talked to her Friday, briefly. She's been busy. She's got a schedule thing going on. Like that's part of the reason why Saturday morning cartoons came to an end. She has to take care of I don't exactly know what it is. She's got something going on Saturday mornings now for a little while, at least like a couple months. But she's doing good.
Good.
Joe is his name. He goes to every auction around here and makes lots of money. Right on, Joe.
The Daphnia dude.
The Daphne dude.
Yeah.
He combined it with Mother's Day because she hates taxes too. That's right. Even mothers get it by the tax man. What I figured out, it was the whole, all right. You know how everybody jokes about the imperial system or whatever that we use, like 5,280 feet a mile, and nothing is adding up. That never used to be the case. Honestly, it was a Roman system put into place, and they were very like pretty almost kind of same idea as the metric system, just a different base unit. I believe the Roman foot was very close to not a meter, like half a meter. So I don't know what it was. Anyway, long
You
story
said it was
short,
supposed to a
it
foot?
didn't matter for centuries until the Romans got into England, and then at some point the English created taxes, land taxes, and then they had to standardize the units. And the only thing that had to, there was one thing that had to give or push was either a mile had to change or a furlong had to change or something like that. So the mile changed, and now everything's been bastardized ever since. Thank you, tax man. There you
Sure,
go.
it wasn't the size of a foot?
It was
A foot? Like the size of
they did
a
like they had
human
weird
foot?
units like Stadia and which was like 250. I don't remember.
Okay, that was just a
It's like 5 feet. They went by
hypothetical
fives
question.
mostly.
I
It was like
didn't
fives and
really
tens
want
is
to
where their
know
units
the
broke
answer
down.
to it.
I could go into a whole long diatribe about this really, but I don't remember a whole lot of it.
I'm
I
sure
just
you
remember it was a
can.
tax man that
I'm
screwed us
quite
all.
sure you
If it wasn't for the tax man, we wouldn't even need the imperial system or the metric system. It would have just worked flawlessly. All right, let
But
me switch the
metrics
camera.
is simpler anyhow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was only because it's the tax man that made it change. All right, I think it was up in like to like the 12th century or something like that. Everything worked.
Everything's in tens, isn't it? In the metric
Yeah,
system.
well, that's what the Roman system was fives and tens, so you could break things in half. So it was almost kind of like same idea.
Patty's asking you, you're not talking over Kirk on his birthday, are you?
Dude, come on now.
Are you?
Come on now.
Adam's Daphne is a third the size of Russian red. Yeah, it's very good for nanofish. Adam's Daphne.
I don't know where that
Talking of
Daphne
which,
went.
I wanted to go by him and get some more of it because my colony kind of crashed.
Didn't you get some at the swap too?
Yeah, but it, I poured that bag in there and it looked like they were all dead,
Oh, jeez.
but there was green water in the bag,
Gonna get some more
so
Daphne. There
I
we go.
wanted
I
the
got some
green
Daphne
one
now.
too. What?
I said I was trying to grab some Daphne. I only grabbed like 2 before. Now I got like 10. So I'm gonna stick them in here.
Mm,
And we'll see the baddest. See if he wants to hunt them.
yeah, the
Oh,
baddest.
he's already on it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's all over that. And the other baddest is
Remember,
doing good
never
too.
get plants from Jason.
What's that?
Patty says, remember, never get plants from Jason.
Why? Blackbeard algae? Afraid?
Yeah.
You scared?
She
Scared.
says, gosh, I remember when the ceramic leaf was new
And not covered in
and
algae?
BDA free.
Speaking of that, yesterday I was
Speaking
doing
of that,
water. I was doing
yesterday,
water
yeah,
changes yesterday. Man, this camera looks blurry.
yesterday, right? You
This
were
camera's
doing water changes
yesterday.
yesterday,
Yup.
right?
And I was cleaning some of my tanks and
Uh huh.
pulled a
Uh
lot of
huh.
blackberry algae out of my tanks. Let me try and get this. There we go.
Where are you going with this?
I pulled out. What is it? I guess it's 2 cups. The big plastic container I have. Yeah, this big metal. What are we looking at over there? Let me change it. Oh, the lights just went out.
PG says, I love to watch my baddest hunt scuds.
Let's turn that light back on. There we go. Gotta turn this light on too. Yeah, Battis are awesome. I kind of really like them. Whoops.
I wonder if they're related to bettas in any way. Because they
Uh,
sure do move like them a bit.
I know what you're saying.
They got that start and stop kind of movement.
It's the only thing. I think they come from the same area. Might know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Don't they come from
Science gal,
Indonesia?
good morning.
Science guy would know. Good morning, Carrie. What's going on? I don't know. I think they come from Indonesia, and I'm not sure where bettas come from either. I think they came from Indonesia, but God knows where they're at now. You know what I mean? Oh no, no. Uh-oh.
What?
I screwed up and hit a button. My phone's gonna restart. Apparently, there's an update, and I accidentally instead of hitting remind me later, I hit continue, and this is restarting in 10 seconds.
No,
So
yeah,
I can't see chat for a little while. But luckily, I got a voice in my head that
yeah,
reads it to me.
yeah. It's a good thing for you.
I did, and why I'm getting killed. Oh, I see. I see. That might be fun. Talk at me, Patty.
3G says my dap fin barbs.
Drape,
Drap
drape,
fin.
drape.
Okay, drape fin barbs are breeding. Time to start the fish go round.
Speaking of breeding, I'm gonna feed my other baddest or that other tank.
John McKenzie, good morning.
Speaking of John, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, sir. I got your plants. Just doing well. I still got to plant some of that Anubias. He did send me a couple sprigs of that. But other than that, doing good. Except I was just mentioning a little bit ago that I don't know if this is intentional or not, but I put your frog bit in like 4 or 5 different tanks, and
And
then
it
like
infected a tank.
3 or 4 days later, I looked in there and went, "Where did all this duckweed come from?" I think you poisoned me, John. So I
Uh,
went on
does
a
anybody
rampage
know
yesterday.
anybody that might be holding on to some uh frog bit? I need some for my bowl.
Totally not begging.
It
That's
is
my
not
bad.
beneath me. Plus, it's my birthday.
So John, thank you for the plants, but I got my eye on you about that duckweed, man. I spent 4.5 hours pulling duckweed out of 4 tanks. Oh, you have no idea. No idea. I'm still not convinced I got it all, so I gotta have to go back and double check.
Oh, let me tell you,
Let me tell you.
duckweed. Sometimes I do water changes on my one tank that has duckweed, and then when I go to the other tank,
There's
I
the
use the
baddest.
same python, and just one tiny piece of duckweed gets in the other tank, and it's like, uh,
Ugh.
it just starts multiplying right away.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Ugh. I'm gonna try and get some more of these adults. Daphne, I almost called them scuds. Daphne. It's funny, as soon as you pull the light, they just start dropping to the bottom of the tank or the container. It's crazy.
John
Crazy.
says duckweed eats BBA.
Well, I could prove you otherwise if you want to see. I just merely have to move the camera to tell you that statement's wrong. All right, put some duckweed or Daphne in there. Duckweed. Baddest is over here. He's probably fat as a clam because there's all that planaria in this tank. I did turn the light on too. Like I put it on a schedule now, so it runs every day for
Have
3 hours, 4 hours,
since you put the
6 hours.
baddest in there, have you found that the planaria has dwindled?
Well, I don't know. I really haven't looked since I put the baddest in there. For the planaria, that is, because every time I look for the baddest, the lights are on, so the planaria tends to hide. I guess it's probably gotten a little better. I don't know, actually. I did a water change. I put all these plants in here. Remember that last week? Actually, some of them are floating.
Um, d- 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 d-
Let's pull out
didn't
the
you say you
floating
had
stuff.
three baddest and
I did it when I bought the Battis. I had 3, and I separated the one of them right away because he was going 8 on the other 2, and I put him in this tank over here with my shrimp. There's a heater in there. I think it's, I don't even know what the temp is.
And you don't know where he is?
I
You can't find him?
I haven't seen him. I think I saw him once when I like the first week. I saw him once, and then I never saw him again. So I'm guessing either he died. I actually went in the tank and started ripping things apart at one point trying to find him, and I couldn't find him. So I don't think he's in the tank anymore. And with a bunch of shrimp in there, if he did die, I don't think he lasted very long. Basically, is my
Probably in
point.
their belly.
Yep. But anyway, Battis here is down here hunting. I don't know if you can see him. There's a Daphne. He's attacking. Whoops. But he seemed to adjust pretty well to this tank. It's pretty wild that those
because now it's his territory.
Those Habrosis cories are bigger than that Battis is. Yeah, that is his territory now. Yeah. And the only thing he has to compete with is the Ember Tetras. I think there's 2 or 3 of them in here, and there's like 1 Von Rios Tetra. And all the cories. I think there's 5. There's a couple Pygmies and a couple Habrosis. Mm. 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 Now, we gotta do some stuff. Time for playing is over. Time to work. Went out to find some Dragonstone the other day. And the only place I know that sells it is like the PetSmart, and they sell it in those stupid bags. Although honestly, the price isn't that bad. It's like $3.50 a pound. Yeah, if you measure it out. Except you don't get to pick your stones, right? So somebody's picking your stones for you.
I hate when somebody picks my stones for me.
Yup. Stone pickers.
Damn stone pickers.
Okay. Now, I want to set up for breeding and egg hatching, right? And I know, what is it?
He says Lowe's has it online.
Yeah, I looked at that, except I looked at it forgetting. I did look at that. I did see that they have it, and I did see I could get it and like shipped to the store or whatever. But I believe it wouldn't get here until like the last week of May, and that really doesn't do me a whole lot of good because I was going to use it for the packable. But I think I've changed the stones I'm going to use. Let's put it that way.
Desperation. Desperation.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like desperation to me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Almost choked to death on some coffee. Okay. Yeah, Lewis has it online. I have to buy 50 pounds at a time. Yeah, it's definitely worth. What is it? That's Kenny E did that from Danica Aquatics. Yeah, he did that same thing. I tried to wash the duckweed, but duckweed, yeah, dude. I mean, I must have looked like a nut yesterday, but probably look like that every day. I'm used to it, man. You tried guppy grass in the fry tanks. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing a lot of that. That's what are we looking at? We're looking at that fry tank. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start. That's why I want to reset these tanks because I had some eggs floating around for a while. I haven't seen anything hatch in weeks now. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks, so I think it's time to reset everything and go from there. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I do. The big problem I see in some of these fry tanks is like, first of all, this one always clogs up, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I just need to clean this one. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure if it's the screen that's too fine. Too much stuff is coming through this filter, so maybe I need a pre-filter on this pump. You know what I mean? Let's just put the parts in there. Push that down through. Okay. Might as well do a water change while we're here. Holy cow, shouldn't do that. There we go. I guess we can get closer. Put you over that way so you're not in my way.
Alison says put up the packable
Good call.
rules.
Check this guy out. It's a big one.
Rams on?
Yeah.
Mm.
Pretty cool. It's got like a weird notch in his shell though. Alright. Yeah, let me yeah, packable contest, right? That's coming. We're halfway through. Almost. Pretty much almost. So yeah.
It's coming up fast.
Coming up fast. Here you go.
Yes.
Here we go. Packable.
Can they hear us?
They can hear us.
I love you all. That's such a beautiful bowl right there. Not this one. Wacky. Wacky.
All bowls are beautiful, sir.
Great prizes, by the way.
Yeah, you can thank Eduardo for that. He's sponsoring this.
Thank you, Eduardo.
You, Eduardo. Alright. Let's put some snails back. Let me scrub out this container.
Pete says, pack a bowl, Alishon. It's legal in New Jersey.
Exactly. And in New York. And in Delaware. And in Maryland.
Not in PA, though.
Well, I think it's just medical in Pennsylvania. Sorry for the noise. I'm trying to scrub out this container.
Never stopped you before.
But I can at least address it, right? Doesn't mean I'm going to stop.
Put a dress on?
I can if I want. It's a free country. Since last time I checked. Alright. Just wanted to get like the mulm and grime off of the bottom of this one. We will, whoa, kick some stuff. Why do I have this in my hand?
Wow, Alishon says I'll pack a bowl after lunch today.
Sweet. Send pics. Or not, if you don't want to incriminate yourself or anything, you know? Okay. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to do in this tank is I wanted to change this heater out. No, wait, this is one of the heaters that is changed out, isn't it? Yes, okay. We just have to make sure the temps are good. So we'll test that in a second. Let's stick this back through. I would like to get an air stone in here. I think the last time we glued the one, right? Because the thing fell apart. You used hot glue on it the first time, it didn't work.
If you say so.
I say so.
What is Alishon gonna pack his bowl with? Calcium? He says it helps the bones, Alishon.
Metamucil.
Are you implying something about Alishon? That he's old?
It's good to stay regular is what I'm trying to say, man. Look, I'm going to be old too. Like real soon.
Alishon says the type of bowl you flush. That's what he's gonna be packing.
See? Joke. Fiber rich. Okay. A good precursor rinse, wash, whatever. Get all the mulm and grime out. Any little buggies growing in there? Hydra, whatnot. Pretty much reset.
Robbie says no more Saturday morning show with Shanna.
Yeah, it's currently in hiatus. Let's put it that way. Shanna has some personal stuff that came up she needs to take care of, and she's kind of busy on Saturdays now for a little while. So stay tuned. Yes. Oops. There we go. There's that. Let's put that back on here. Everybody doesn't know I built this out of like fountain pumps. This is basically a whatever fountain pump for like a dog bowl slash whatever. It's tied to some of this rigid 1/4-inch tubing. It's the stuff you get from like refrigerator kits. What is going on here? Clogged it up. Maybe I have to.
Alison says get a temp for Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. I just did something to this and now it's not working.
Maybe Patty can do it.
Somebody said that earlier.
Hmm?
Somebody said that earlier.
Oh yeah.
What is going on? There we go. The impeller was stuck. Should be better now. Yep. Okay. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, what is going on here? We got flow there. So that means we're either connected at this fitting. Is something jamming us? Or at all the other fittings? Nothing is jamming that fitting. Don't try this at home.
Are you blowing or sucking?
Blowing. That would be gross. Blowing is
Just
gross enough.
This in wandering minds inquire.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to say, right? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, we definitely have some severely restricted flow, so it's got to be coming.
Eduardo seen you blowing that hose, and he says, "So I am excited and nervous."
All right, let's get this one out. I think it's his elbow that's all clogged up.
Bobby says, "Oh, trust, dude, you are sucking."
Thanks, Patty. Ah!
Barbara Jackson says, "Elbows close up."
Is it? No. Yeah. Well, I just tried to force it all out the side. Yeah, it's coming out that side.
Bobby says, "Check the prostate."
Yeah. It's just dribbling now, boys. I still think it's the impeller that's really not pushing anything. Everything else is cleared.
Eduardo says, "I'm excited and nervous about my trip to Wisconsin, you birthday turd."
Is that when's that coming? That's for you going for an event?
Catfish.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Cataclysm.
he's. I think he won the ticket from
Oh snap!
Foxy's
Where'd
stream.
that go?
I believe, because I was at work. I didn't catch the stream.
I didn't catch it either. And what is going on with the stupid pump? It's driving me nuts. Every time I put it in the water, it stops pumping.
It's
What
July
is going on
15th and
here?
16th.
July
Oh,
15th and
Lori won
16th.
it and gifted it to Eduardo.
Oh, wow, that was very nice of her. Wow. Cool.
Lori Monster Fish Gal.
Yeah, I'm assuming. It's the only Lori I really know. At least in the fish fam. Alright, it's working now. Need to clean some footings, I guess. I guess we move that to the center. Center back. There's a lot of Java moss in here. There is a fry in here. It's a Celebi's rainbow fry. At least there was. I do still feed this tank quite a bit because there's shrimp and stuff in here too. Haven't seen the fry in a little while. Then again, I haven't looked because they take forever to grow. Maybe we'll do a little bit of water change here. I would like to add an air stone to those fry tanks. I think that would help too, right?
Yeah, well, you got a sponge filter. Isn't that like almost the same thing?
Yeah, but it's not breaking the surface tension of the little
Oh, the
containers.
bowl.
The bowl,
The,
yeah, the little.
the container. Right. I got you.
So they get like a biofilm on them, those containers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got the constant trickle of the water. Shouldn't that break it up?
Yeah, but it only breaks it up where it's like hitting the water. So like there's like the one spot, and then everything else gets a. I'll show you in the other ones when we get higher. I can show you. Let me just finish this one.
Okay, you finish that
I'm
one.
gonna finish this one real quick, and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
Just want to
Finish
get,
that one.
just do a quick little water change.
Why
Plus,
don't
this
you
is
finish that one before we talk about it?
okay. Good idea. Plus, this has been evaporation and stuff, so this tank
Yeah.
gets low.
Good morning, Yellowstone.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. Maybe I should clean the glass? Nah. This one's pretty good. The other one's a little rough. Yeah, when it's trickling like this, it's pretty good, right? It's just that when
I have to say, Patty is becoming quite the mod.
what'd you do?
She's dropping in.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
I got worried. She's like pocket modding.
No. Patty don't have pockets.
Patty's petite pockets.
PPP.
All right. I need water. The tank. I probably need water for myself too.
Just drink some of the tank water.
That's what I was sucking on.
It's clean.
Cleanish. Fish are living in it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's being filtered.
A little bit. Not have enough slack. All right, there we go. This is actually the only tanks I haven't done my water changes on.
If you put a snail in there, would he like? Because the snail would eat the surface.
Yeah, but I'm afraid the snail would eat eggs too, wouldn't they?
I don't know.
When I do get snails, sometimes they do make their way in these little containers. But I personally, I don't know. I would
Like
rather
a
have the
pond
shrimp.
snail. You think you would eat the eggs?
I don't know. Oh yeah, there's
Or
the
would
fry.
he just
He's still in
clean
there.
them?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. Does anybody know? I think I have a video of a snail, a Malaysian trumpet snail, pretty much walking right up to one of my frittata eggs. I think it was frittata at the time. And just mouthed it pretty much like sucked anything that was on it and just went and left it alone. But then also a day later, I couldn't find the egg anymore. So maybe something did eat it, and it was just too big for him. I don't know, man.
Patty's asking, do snails really eat eggs though,
That's the
or
question.
only the unviable ones?
I don't know. I really don't know. So that's a good
Long
question.
Family Show says no, no snails, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
No
would think it's
snails.
just it's an added risk factor, if anything, right? Like best case scenario is they don't eat the eggs, right?
Mm.
Worst case scenario is they do.
Didn't
What's going on
Roxanne
here?
do a video of one of her eggs and a snail crawled over it and like this ate the infusoria that was covering the egg?
I don't know
I
if
don't know.
Foxy did a video like that, but I do have one of those videos. It's in my blue eye video, actually. I just cut it to make it look like the snail ate the egg, but he didn't.
Peplin says I've never seen snails eat good
I
eggs.
need something. This what do you call it? PVC shutoff valve is leaking. Like probably gotta take this casing off and fix the nut or tighten it down. A lot there for a second. So I fixed it. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna keep it over here in case it is still leaking. Leaking that all over the floor.
I know snails will clean egg. I mean, not. I know shrimp will clean eggs
Shrimp I
off.
don't have a problem with. I think they're pretty cool with the eggs. Now
But
let's back
Peplin
up.
says he's never seen a snail eat good eggs.
I guess it depends on the egg too, right? Well, snails usually don't eat their own eggs too, and I guess how the hell would they know the difference? I guess they would, but all right, let's clean these
Foxy's
containers.
here. Good morning, Foxy.
Good morning.
Uh, all my egg watches have nursemaids that are ramshorns. They don't eat good eggs.
Well, that's good to know. What about Malaysians? Got a bunch of them in this tank. All right, we're gonna take this over here. We're gonna give this a final look through to make sure there are no fry, because last time I checked there were none.
I know
Dripping water
snails
all
will
over
eat
the
dead
place.
fish though.
Yeah, snails. Oh, there's a bunch of. Well, I guess I'm gonna dump this in a tank because there's a bunch of shrimp in here. So if there is any fry, they're going in the tank. All right, we'll reset this in a second. Gross, man. Whoa. Whoa.
And Window Liquor saying, I've heard snails don't eat plants too, but if
Yeah,
when
I've
they
heard that
see
story too.
of them and hungry, they eat my plants.
I've had. What was it? There was a mystery snail that just went rogue on me, man. Started eating every plant it could find, like everything. I don't know why. I'm guessing
Every
it was
plant you could find or he could
he
find.
could find. So I don't know. He ate like all sorts of stuff. Like they were healthy plants too, because the only thing that changes is I added a mystery snail.
Roxanne says Malaysian trumpet snails won't eat eggs either.
Yeah. Well, I got snails in these tanks, so let's hope that's true. All right, I'm gonna clean this.
Eduardo says snails do eat dead things, period. And Peplin says was probably an apple snail. Not a mystery snail. Not all snail species are the same. If a plant is sending out a death scent, the snail will eat the struggling part.
Yeah, I know. See, this is the thing, man. I'm telling you. This is my first rodeo with snails, but I had a snail that I don't know. He went nuts. Might have been an apple snail. It wasn't like It wasn't like a brand new snail. It just went snap. Something snapped in him. I think I moved him to a tank, and that's when he went
Are you
crazy.
sure it wasn't an apple snail?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the difference is very much, other than size.
Well, there you go. You answered your own question right there.
But I do believe apple snails are not legal for sale, right?
Well, just how you don't know, maybe the pet shop owner didn't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Maybe it was an apple snail. But either way, it wasn't a dying plant. The snail went nuts, started eating stuff. But anyway, like I know, generalizations. There is like it's like the same thing. Can bettas get along with shrimp? Yeah, sure. Except for that one betta that can't. You know what I mean? That's my theory on that is yes. For the most part, I think you're right. Snails will not do that. But you never know, man. You never know. Put it that way. And I just broke that. Damn it.
Roxanne says he probably got drunk off of fermented BBA.
Maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. Alright, let's put this in there. Let's put that over there. That's good, that's good, that's good.
Victor Coco says, I always thought a mystery snail was a snail you didn't know what kind of snail it was.
Yeah, alright. So it would make sense, right? What did I do with the other thing? Did I leave it over here? Didn't I?
Stillwater says, I can confirm snails eat German blue ram's eggs and any other fish I breed.
What snails? That's a good question. What did I do with the... I'm missing something. I'm missing a part here. There was the elbow that comes out of this thing. It's not in this tank. Where is it? Don't see it in here. Oh, it's up there. Okay, I was like, I know I put it somewhere.
Roxanne says, the only eggs I've ever seen snails eat are fungus or infertile.
Well, I don't discount the possibility. Let's put it that way. I have not seen it myself. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. Was it? Yeah.
Stillwater says, snails that eat my fish eggs are bladder and lamprey.
Maybe those German blue ram eggs are good.
Killer Kitty wants to know, if I order a Depths Unknown t-shirt, do I get stickers or do I have to send the email to get
You'd have to send me an email to get the stickers too, because I send out the stickers. Teespring sends out the shirt. So yeah, but I don't charge anything for stickers, so. And I'm like, there's coming to. I'm not even gonna mention it, but the stickers are going out soon. Okay, so get in now if you want stickers, because it usually takes me about a month to gear up and send everybody out. Do it in like batches. And you get Fishymon stickers. Sounds like a 2-for-1. How can you go wrong with that? The answer is you can't. Alright, my phone finally updated. Okay.
Finally.
Finally.
Amen. I can stop reading the chat now.
Well, no, you should probably keep reading the chat just because. But I said, oh, I think I just.
Eduardo says Jason has said this about 5 weeks already.
I said about once a month. Leave me alone. Damn it. They're going. They're coming out. I keep thinking about it. It weighs on me heavily. Let's put it that way.
Roxanne says we have days of egg watches with ram's horns licking the membrane, but never eating it.
Licking the membrane.
Never eating it after the hatch. LOL.
Whoa.
Patty was there.
Patty was there. You trying to say that Patty's a credible source? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, she is. She's very credible.
Incredible. That's what you meant to say.
No.
Fixed it for you. No, she's not. Okay. You heard it here, Patty.
She's very incredible.
That's what I said.
That's what I just said.
Look here, man. You gotta stop copying everything I do.
You gotta stop copying everything I do.
I put out a short with music. You copy it. I'm making this bowl within a bowl. You're copying it. That's hilarious.
You're hilarious.
I know. I try.
Think you're a legend in your own mind.
There you go. That's probably more accurate. Whoa. I don't think I've ever cleaned this glass since I set this tank up. The only thing in here currently is shrimp, so I don't think there's any fry.
Corroborating basically one lie and the other one swears to it. LOL.
What? Who said this?
Patty.
No. That's right. All right. Let's do a water change. Yeah, stirred that up, huh?
Damn.
Lots of mold.
Lots of mold.
It's good. Let's try to avoid the little shrimps. Is that a leaf? Where the heck did that come from? Oh, it's a leaf. That was a dead shrimp for a second, but I did see a dead shrimp in here.
Eduardo says Patty pays for true information, then alters the facts and sells it.
Patty's alternate facts.
Jason showing us the ugly side of fish keeping.
The down and dirty of fish keeping. That's right. That might actually be the tagline of my channel. Oh, there's that dead shrimp. I knew there was one in there. Oh, my nose itches. Question is, can we get it to go through the tube?
And Rico stands here. He says,
What's
"No,
up, Rico?
Mom, I don't want to go to school."
Yeah. Too late. I used to tease my kid on like snow days. I used to make him get up. Like he had to go to school, get ready for his day. And then we'd be like sitting there and be eating breakfast. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, school canceled.
Wow.
You could tell he would like appreciate sleeping more, but then he realizes he now has a whole day, he can do nothing. All right? So,
wow.
Win-win, man. I didn't do it all the time.
Like, you ever get up on a Saturday and think it's Friday or something?
And you're like late for work?
And you're like, oh, damn, I gotta go to work today.
Yeah.
And then when you realize it's Saturday, it's like Christmas.
I think that might have happened in my life once. And I think I actually slept through the night once, too. That was nice. I actually woke up, like the sun was shining. I was like, oh wow, I feel totally
Sun was
rested.
shining, the
Yeah, I
birds
was
were
like,
singing.
exactly, and I was like, oh, this is great. And like, I had a good night's sleep, and then I looked at the clock and realized I was 3 hours late for work. Whoops. So that feeling of absolute bliss was gone in about 3 seconds. Turned to sheer panic. This is back in the day before cell phones, so you know.
Alshon says this is the educational opposite of school.
Yes, quite literally. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't fill this up yet until I get the containers.
Patty says you prefer shitty shorts.
Say what?
I don't know, man. I'm just reading the chat.
I don't know, baby.
Eduardo says I actually hated Sunday school.
Ooh, whoops. Knock my camera.
Rico San says it's Mama's Day. I woke up and Michelle was doing the dishes. Made me stop and go and sit down, then make her a omelet. We're
Cool.
just gonna
And did you
do
make her
some
wash those dishes too?
gardening with her today.
You were watching her dishes, and the first thing you thought of was like, "Hey, I'm going to make some more dishes." That's what I'm hearing out of this.
No, he said
Oh,
made her stop.
oh, I see.
Go sit down. He made her go sit down
I see. Okay,
and made her an omelet.
yeah, that's a lot
Then
better.
he made her wash
That's
the
better.
dishes.
Then he made.
Then he made her
Oh, I
wash
see.
the dishes.
Perfect. Well, I only have to celebrate my mother because, you know, my son's mother is somebody. You know, we're not going to get into that, but that's his problem, not mine. Ow. I don't have to deal with her anymore.
Rico
Let's put it that way.
says, show some love to your mamas today.
Word to your mother. All right, let's. I broke this thing because you know I have no tact whatsoever. Broke this little tab off.
Allison said, okay, Barbara says, I showed up to the junior college an hour early one day. Daylight savings started. Allison says, my wife is in St. Lucia and with my daughter on Mother's Day. I stayed home with the needy 15-year-old pooch.
Yeah. My dog is getting pretty old. She just turned 9. She's an old pupper now.
Spanish translation for mamas is suckers. Window Liquor says, we don't have kids, but I'm sending the dogs upstairs to wake up the wife and jump on her head. Happy Mother's Day, LOL.
Yeah, those are like permanent kids. It's like my dog. Got a 9-year-old, 2-year-old. All right, what do I do with now? I need some glue. First time I glued
KG
these
says,
together.
love you, Rico. You look like my mom. Wow, KJ. I'm leaving that one alone.
Good call, man. Absolutely hilarious, but good call. What did I do with that? Oh, there it is. All right. I was watching that thing on Aquashella had that they put out recently with Dean in his fish room and how he
Yeah,
does his
yeah.
thing. But then,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm wrong about that, they took that video down like very recently or whatever. It wasn't up for very long, let's put it that way. And anyway, but I did manage to watch some of it. And first, I'm gonna sneeze. So hold on.
I beg your pardon.
Okay.
I'll never promise you a rose garden.
The dog is freaking out. But anyway, he uses screws because he said that he found that for this, like, because the container isn't quite as long to reach across the whole tank, so he makes spacers with screws or whatever things to make it length. Which I thought was a great idea. So I might do that if this doesn't hold. Because the first time I did it with PVC cement, and it lasted for a little while, I guess. Decent amount of time. But then I just broke it right now on this one. So maybe I'm going to try super glue this time. And if that doesn't work, then I'll maybe drill some holes and put screws in there. That'd be a permanent fix. Right?
KG said, when you get old, hair comes out of all places except the top of the head.
Trust me, Kirk knows.
Right now I got them crazy eyebrow hairs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to stay on those.
Yeah.
And the ear hair, too. That gets out of control.
Yeah, you get little trolls sticking out of their heads out of your ears.
Yeah. It's like something you got to constantly remind yourself. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Nose hair blends in with your beard.
Don't get me started with the nose hair. Yeah, it blends into your mustache. That's like, some guys, they got that hairy neck going on.
Oh, yeah.
They could actually grow the hair on their neck and fold it over on their head.
That's how you know. That's how you know they're not messing around anymore. All right, let's set that, clamp that down. We're gonna let that harden, and we'll leave that alone for an hour or so.
It's not real till it's a nose hair comb over.
You gotta braid it in. You know how those guys like braid their beards and stuff when they get real long?
Yeah.
They have to braid their nose hair.
Nose hair into their mustache.
Into the beard? Yeah, into the beard. Or into the mustache, yeah. Same idea. Mm-hmm. Let's put this back together best I can. The other one's gonna have to wait. Jam it in the hole. There we go. Put this on. What is going on here? Oh, some mulm that just came out. Literally just got done cleaning all the mulm out of this. Now, come on now. Came out of the tube. Okay, we'll let that go. I should put the elbow. What was that? Say something?
Wait, KJ says, my barber asked me once if I wanted to cut my eyebrows because I was probably knocking people down as I passed them.
Good idea.
Victor Coco says, when women grow armpit hair, I always call them Rapunzel.
Rapunzel let down your hair. I guess I should just do this.
Talking about hair, what the hell is it that we get nose hair and ear hair after you're 50? Men in general, what the F?
I don't know, man.
That was Eduardo's comment.
I could tell just by the way you read it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just tell.
Yeah.
You just tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Hmm. Alright. Well, that other container's gonna have to wait until it dries because I broke it and had to re-glue it. So it's currently, the glue is setting. What else? You want any coffee? Yes, I do. Cool. Hmm. 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 Move this up a little.
Alashan says neck hair comb overs. I think you've been watching the island of Dr. Moreau too much, Fishy
That's where
Man.
Kirk comes from, man.
Yeah, I'm half animal, half human.
He has a tail.
Rico says I have hair growing on my nose. It's been like that since I was in my 20s, though.
Damn.
Plucking it out, plucking it is always an eye-watering affair. So I shave it
Nice.
a few times.
Shaving the nose hair. Gotta love it.
Must we talk about body hair?
Who said that?
No, me.
Oh,
I
you're
said
saying that? Okay. No. No. We mustn't. Alright. You see my bowl in
Freaky
progress
says.
there. I don't know what I'm doing with it.
Freaky says I went to the barber and he said you need to trim that mullet. I took off my hat and he says, "Oh, I didn't know you had a skullet."
It's like that dude. Oh.
What?
Was it?
What?
I'm trying to remember where it was from. I don't even remember. It's a Rocky Horror Picture Show, maybe? I don't remember. I think so. I don't even remember. Anyway, this is where my current bowl is, but I'm gonna probably break this down and rescape it because I have other ideas.
They got them guys that have hair all over their face like werewolves.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I remember those guys from like when I was a kid. They were in like the Ripley's,
Freak
believe it or
show.
not. Yeah, exactly. Some circus performers. Okay.
I've seen one a documentary of one. They shaved his whole face and it it grew back.
Really?
Yeah,
Who would have guessed?
that's amazing, isn't it? What the heck is that?
What do
What's
you?
that thing next to your bowl?
That's the other bowl.
Very bland.
It is very bland because all it has is two rocks and some sand at the moment.
Very bland.
Very, very net here. Here, I'll spice it up. I'll put Godzilla in there for you.
Much better, much better.
Can you hear him?
You should have put a few buildings, a few little buildings in there and him knocking them over.
Here, I'll play this for you. Whoops. Can you hear that?
Yes. Yeah.
He's got a little. I think I got this in a Happy Meal. There you go. Kind of, you know what? Maybe I like this idea. Can't put that one underwater though. I have to 3D print me a Godzilla.
Lady Diane,
It's better than Fishy
hello.
Mounds already. Yeah, see? What's up, Lady D? Is that the scale?
Who
Yep.
said that?
3G said it. The BBA bowl. I'll have you know that I had these rocks sitting outside, uh, and they were covered in dried BBA because the tank I took them out of was like one of the 10 gallons I broke down a while ago. And yeah, yeah, they were coated in BBA. I had to pull it off in like dried tufts. It was like almost like cardboard wrapped around it. And then
Mm,
I pulled it all off. I scrubbed them clean, and then I soaked them in some peroxide for a day or half a day or something like
mm.
that.
I've been noticing that my friggin' pre-filters are getting black bear algae on them.
Oh, that's where it starts, man. You got to stay up on that.
Yeah, I have one extra one that what I do is I'll swap them out every so often and let the one with the black bear algae like dry out. Maybe I should like get some peroxide for it too.
It would not be a bad idea.
Or if it dries out, does the black bear algae die?
I think, yeah, I don't. Well, obviously it needs water to survive, but I don't know if it can like hibernate like a kind of like a spore or a seed. You know what I mean? Like a kind of like fungus can, or
Mm,
like spore,
mm,
like a moss can do that kind of thing, where it can
yeah,
go like
I don't
dormant.
know, man.
Either
I
way,
don't
either way,
know.
you know the blackbeard's coming, right? So you just, either you stay up on it or you don't. Those are your options. You have two options. You either live with it or you don't.
No, you burn it with fire.
Well, I did, I guess. I set it out in the sun for a while, and that's that's a pretty intense flame right there. Just takes time.
You burn it with a flamethrower.
I pulled the sun down upon it and scorched it.
You brought the wrath of the sun down on it.
On it, nah. Brought it down. Whoa, whoa. What is happening here with this? I gotta find a place for this.
Daytona for the win,
Daytona for the win.
Lady Diane says.
I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's, Alright, what am I doing here? I was gonna gather some eggs. And remember we talked last week about potassium dosing? And how I think I need potassium in my tanks?
Uh, yeah, I remember.
Did a little research into that. Came up with some info. I'm not entirely sure where I got it from. But I had some, basically using the stuff I have, potassium sulfate, which is what I have. Or no, yeah, sulfate?
Kenny's here. Hey, Kenny.
Kenny as in, Danikin?
Kenny.
What up?
And Barbara Jackson is asking, is BBA a watertight thing? I have never had BBA. Have had plenty.
I never
Have
used to have
had
BBA.
have had pretty much every other algae. Well, we can fix that, Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara.
you just need to.
You
You
know,
just need for Jason to send you a little sample
a
of it.
sprig. Sprig of the old BBA.
A sprig of the old BBA.
That's right. Oh man. Yeah, I see. Funny part is, I never used to get BBA either until I bought a plant,
Uh,
and then that plant had
I've,
BBA on
I
it,
have heard this story
and
before.
then that tank that I got that BBA in was so bad. Every day I would have
How
to. It
bad
had a.
was it?
It was a 55 gallon. I had a hang on the back. It was one of those whisper ones with the bio wheels. But anyway,
How bad was it?
It was
That's
so
why you
bad
should
that
give
every
it time.
day the intake tube would clog with blackbeard algae on it, so I'd have to clear it.
That's why he was waiting for us to ask. How bad was
It was
it?
bad. So, and ever since then, every time, well, obviously I use the Python in all my tanks, and I think all it takes is, one cell.
Jennifer Weaver, good morning.
Hey, what's up, Jennifer? Yeah. So, on that note, I'm gonna look for some eggs in my mop, and we can talk about
You got are are you not gonna tell us where you got the plant from? Or did you already
I
say
didn't
that?
say I didn't incriminate anybody
You
because
didn't
it's one of those
you don't
things.
wanna you don't want to be that guy.
Can you blame somebody for algae on a plant?
Not
I mean, maybe,
technically, no.
especially if
Not
you're like a
unless it's a
commercial,
culture issue.
huh?
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. Right, right, right.
The only
That's
way
like you might get snails, you might get
the only foolproof
hydra.
way of not getting any kind of anything on your plant is to buy tissue cultures.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you open yourself up to either getting snails or algae.
Morning, Jeff
Or
King.
sometimes you can even get what they call this thing, a hydra off of
Snalgy.
plants.
Yes, you can get hydra. You can get cyclops. Um,
Sea shrimp.
yeah, that would be scuds, right? Or I guess they're kind of different, but the same idea. Yeah, there's a lot of invasive things. You can bring in planaria, like I had in that tank. I think that's probably
Yeah,
how I got
off
it
of
from the
plants.
plants.
That's why a lot of people will do dips with their plants and quarantine their plants.
Yeah, I did a dip once on some plants that I pulled out of a pond because I really didn't want to put them in a tank, and then I put them in a quarantine tank. And I guess the dip just, sometimes dipping plants it's one of those things. Which dies first, the stuff on the plants or the plant?
Mm. Um,
It can be very harsh
Roxanne
on
said
plants. Let's
that
put it that way.
snails are a bonus, not a deterrent.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying that some people freak out about snails. And if you don't want
Yeah,
snails,
I love my snails.
I got no problems with
Even
snails.
es- especially my assassin snails.
Actually, I like my assassins. I think they're cool.
Yeah,
But snails, assassins need love too, right?
yeah.
Don't blame.
Assassin snails need love
He was
too.
just made that way. Just has the
Yeah,
craving craving for flesh.
it's not like he just woke up one morning and said, "I think I'm gonna start eating snails."
Today's the day.
He
Murder.
was born that way. Don't hate him for how he was born.
That's it. Got the hunger, and it has to be satisfied.
Yeah, yeah.
Hashtag dip.
Must say pretty cool looking, I
What's up, new
think.
local?
You know, assassin snails. They're pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I think they're cool little snails. And they eat other stuff besides, other snails. They still do the
Yeah,
snail thing.
they'll eat dead fish just like ram's horns.
How do you know that?
Somebody told me.
You have empirical evidence? Uh-huh.
I'm not
Uh
incriminating myself.
huh. All right, I want to see something here. Um I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I was gonna switch cameras. I'm gonna try and gather some eggs. But I really just totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well,
Wow, that's called getting old.
telling me, man. I don't know. Whatever.
Um,
Let's see if there's any eggs in this mob. It's been
Eduardo
like 2 weeks
asked,
since I've checked.
so Jason, if you were given the opportunity to come back your next life, come back
In
in
another
your
life.
next life,
Okay.
you want to be an assassin snail?
Uh You're
Is that
assuming
your
that
wish?
you're assuming I haven't already been there. But no, I don't think I want to be an assassin snail. But then again, you really don't have a choice, do you? I guess you do. You believe in that? I have no idea. Guess I'll find out someday.
3G says my cichlids love ram's horns.
I am not seeing any eggs in this mop. That's pretty depressing. This has been a while in that tank. But I also didn't feed last night, so that's usually a pretty good indicator there's going to be no eggs. I got home late.
Yeah. You mean they eat the eggs?
Yeah, either that or they just don't lay eggs when they don't have enough like food, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I noticed that the more live foods I feed them and no high protein stuff, the more eggs they seem to be laying. They're on a regular basis.
So in
So
other words, what you're saying is you've been slacking.
I didn't feed them last night because I was busy.
You're a slacker.
I did
Oh,
the Mother's Day thing
so
with my family last night.
oh, so that gives you the excuse not to feed your fish?
It did last night.
Wow.
What, you
Wow.
feed your fish every day? Every day. Don't you lie to me.
I fast them on
On
occasions,
Tuesdays.
but that does not mean that on a day that I am supposed to feed them, I don't.
What days when do you fast them? On occasion. What does that mean? Yesterday was an occasion.
When I do water changes.
Oh, I see. So twice a week you don't feed them. Because you do water
Yeah.
changes twice a week. And then you're acting like I'm the bad guy because I did it once. I see how you are.
Lady Diane says my LFS got a new Murphy puffer.
Nice.
I gather my ram's horns to feed him when I get there.
Nice. Ram's horns. Yeah, I thought about doing the puffer thing again. Used to do the pea puffers. Had them for a couple of years. I had one that was big. It was like it's got the size of like a $50. 2, 3 years old. I think I still have videos. That's when I started doing the channel.
Remember that time you kicked a snail, dude?
I do remember that. I don't know whatever happened to him. I don't think he made it very well. He lived for a while, but how long do
First
snails
of
live?
all, I don't think it's funny.
Well, I didn't mean to kick the snail. Just got kicked. There's no eggs in this either.
What kind of snail was it?
It was a trapdoor snail, I think.
What was he doing on the ground?
It wasn't. I had gotten the shipment of them in, so I had like
And
30 of them,
dropped
right?
one.
Yeah, and I was putting them in tanks, and I was trying to, and I accidentally dropped the one, and like reaction is to like try and stop it from hitting the floor. And in the process of stopping it to hit the floor, I brought my leg up, my knee up, and then the kind of whole action was kicking it instead of trying to stop it from hitting the floor.
Wants to know, is there a reason for fasting during water changes, or is this just your personal preference? It's just my personal preference. No
question.
real reason.
Yeah, I would say that. It's just because, I think sometimes water changes be a little stressful, or I wouldn't say stressful. It's not really a good word. It can be, I guess.
I just put it this way: you should kind of fast your fish at least once a week. I think.
Yeah, in
my opinion,
I'm in that camp too.
Especially
depending on what you're feeding them too. If you feed sparingly, then maybe you don't need to fast. I think fasting like every once in a while is a good thing, just because lets them reminds everybody. Fasting as a human being is a good thing too, actually.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. People do it
while.
religiously, literally.
Some people, yeah.
Ramadan.
Yeah.
So this saltwater tank. I did not find any eggs, so I can't put any eggs in the thing. I'm gonna have to figure out I need to get more mops. I need to make mops. This is all right. The way I make my mops, or have been making my mops, is I basically have like a fixed length of something. Let's say this box. This is the camera we're looking at, right? Yes, maybe? Yes, okay. Thanks for
Yeah.
letting me know.
Oh, you was asking me.
I was just making sure, and I had to figure out where my thing was. But anyway, I would start wrapping the string around, however many times, and then I would tie a knot in here, cut it down there, and then hang this part on a bobber. That's how I make my mops. If anybody has a better way of making mops, I would like to know, because I don't necessarily think that's a great way to make mops, but they work.
Mm.
So I need to make some.
Hey people, Foxy still needs some watch hours.
Oh yeah.
He has a live stream playlist set up that is awesome to binge. Just saying.
Binge. Yep. Yeah, set it on and set it and forget it. Or you can watch it. I mean, yeah. I don't have
You
that problem
local
though.
Austin says I could use a few days without food myself.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Can't hurt. So I tell myself when I get real hungry sometimes, like, dude, you could probably live a
Not
month
on
without eating.
Coachella week, obviously.
Right.
BBQ.
BBQ. So we're doing for lunch. We're
That
doing
sounds
the
good.
Mother's Day dinner, well,
BBQ.
lunch thing. We're doing chicken parm today, so I'm kind of like, it's been a while. I could deal with that.
I could go for some barbecue today.
Yeah, tell me about it. So it's not Father's Day.
No, but it is my birthday.
That's true. You do have that going for you. So I guess you could play that card. This is true. Look at that. All right. Well, the only thing we got going on here is I probably should do a water change in my saltwater tank. Talk to, was it Atkins? Atkins, you still here? I don't know if you're still here, but we were talking about this in one of your streams.
I don't think I've seen that
He was
Ian
here
today.
early. I did say hi to him in the morning, but at least I think I did. There was we were talking about hang on the back protein skimmers, and he recommended one. It wasn't a hang on the back though. It's actually something that sits in your tank. I am looking at it. I am tempted with it. It's not exactly cheap. Like $240. So at that moment, I haven't thrown the trigger. So, but my birthday's coming up too, so maybe I'll get that. You never know.
Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you, buddy.
I got you a present. It's $25
Yeah.
cash.
What?
It's $25 cash.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you.
I won't mention that I owe you $25 cash.
I forgot about that, man. Thanks for reminding me.
See, happy birthday, man.
What you could do is give me some of that
Kenny
thing that you got from that thing that I said I wanted for my bull,
frog bit.
frog bit.
I did put some in my pond too, or my pond. I don't know if it's a tub.
How's those floating plants doing? Because remember you put some
Yes, actually.
red root floaters in there too. How are they doing?
Remind me. I want to do this water change because I don't want to leave this like sit too long. But I have some video. I made some video this morning.
Barbara Jackson says you were born on Mother's Day, Kirk. Cool.
Apparently. Well, Mother's Day is one of those days that changes every year too. So.
Yeah. Can we hear your theory? Every 11 years it will fall on Mother's Day?
I'm not sure about Mother's Day. Is it always like the second Sunday of the month or whatever it is, right? So it would be, right? As long as it's a fixed point on the calendar, I believe it takes 11
I
years to go through all
am
the
not
all.
100% sure, but I would
Look,
say that it's the second Sunday because it's always a Sunday.
yeah, it's always a Sunday, right? But I'm not sure if that changes. It's like, all right, my birthday is right around Memorial Day, and every 11
11
years,
years.
it falls on Memorial Day, and it's because like you start getting close. Like,
Memorial Day is
is a
always a
Monday.
fixed day, though.
Yep, it's always the last Monday of the
No, it's
month.
always a Monday.
Yeah, it's always the last Monday of the month.
Right.
Right. So yes, it's a fixed day.
Yeah. It's not
And
always the same date,
correct.
but it's always the same day.
So what it is like my birthday will be like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday or whatever. That's the leap year, and then that pushes it to like Monday, right? So then it would be on that holiday, and then it'll be 4 more years or 3 more years, 4 more years, and then it's because that leap year thing keeps pushing it, and some days it pushes it past.
Okay, we take your word
You
for it.
you understand what you see where I'm coming from here, man?
We take your word for
You
it.
picking up what I'm putting down?
Thank you for all the birthday wishes, everybody.
Yes.
Rico
Good
San
call.
says I was born on the day after my mom.
Nice.
A few years apart, but
I would
still.
hope. It'd be really weird if you weren't.
Yeah, he would be like an alien popping out of a baby's belly.
Something like that. Or like out of a cow. Like cut them out of them. Yeah, but anyway, I took some video of my pond, and some of those red root floaters look like they're starting to take off. Like they're actually starting to do good.
Dennis Christensen is saying Memorial Day used to be on May the 30th.
Every time? That's interesting. Well, I guess they just changed it to the last Monday. I don't know. My entire life, it has been, at least as far as I can remember.
Barbara Jackson says I was
The
born
early
on
years are kind of dim.
Thanksgiving Day.
Nice. So and you got that same thing, like every 11 years, right? Your birthday will hit.
Thanksgiving Day is not always the same date, but it's always the same
last
day.
Thursday. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exacto mundo. That cleaner shrimp just hanging out. Let's get a little closer.
Thank you, Rico.
Whoa. What did Rico say?
He says, for your birthday, Kirk, I'll get you 2 double rum and cokes at the Clash.
Nice.
He's trying to pry me with liquor.
Well, doesn't seem that hard.
Trying to get
He's
me
a cheap
drunk.
date.
He's trying to get me drunk and then have his way with me.
You gotta be careful about getting Kirk drunk, man. He gets belligerent, like real quick.
You better hope I don't punch you in the face.
Gets real angry. Well, that was whiskey we were drinking too. That might have been. Remember that?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
We went back to the hotel room at the Clash. There was a bunch of us. We were drinking that whiskey.
Really? Really? You gotta repeat the whole thing?
Oh, yeah, it was great. Kirk was getting surly. It was a good time. Started getting naked. We had to put an end to that.
Rico-san says Lisa won't be there, so I'll take her place.
That's hilarious. That was
Can
hilarious.
you wear a mask, Rico? A Lisa mask?
A Lisa mask? That's hilarious.
Patty says, I'll help hold him down while you punch him, Kirk.
Good luck.
I think Patty can take you.
Maybe.
Just saying, you know.
Got that weight advantage, though, you know. I said I have the weight advantage, though.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I just have to fall on her and it just I'd win by default.
I have a feeling that Patty can take you, man. She can.
I'm pretty sure Patty's pretty wily.
She's wiry.
She's wily, man. And wiry.
Wiry.
And wiry. I'll pull up some of this algae.
Looks like she can fight. She looks like she can make a fist.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I did use some more of this Aptasia X stuff in here, by the way. It did work. Part of the reason I'm saying that, because I think that little white thing there, some Aptasia
Kirk
forming.
and Patty holding somebody down will have very strong Gulliver travels, guys.
The Lilliputians.
Lilliputians.
Is that what they were? That's right. They were. Yeah, that's what they were. The Lilliputians, the little dudes. Lilliput. What are the other guys? The ones that were like, holy schmoly. Is that what I think it is?
What? Holy schmoly.
I think.
What? It's cracked?
No, I think on this thing. Yes.
On
This.
It's called a heater.
The heater sponge. Or the sponge, the suction cup. It's a huge thing of Aptasia. I just pulled it off. Die, you bastards. Cool. Well, I don't need to use Aptasia X on that. But the stuff has been working, I honestly gotta say. Wherever I've used it, it's killed it. And it kind of stays in that, whatever, kind of like cakes around it for a while, so it doesn't like, oh, I just like spilled sand all over the front of the tank.
Patty says, that's true. Just one ass cheek of Jason's is half fat on me.
That's right. Belly bump you across the room.
He can fit more. He can't fit any more junk in that trunk.
Thanks, Patty. Glad to know you noticed.
I think she's saying you got a fat ass.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh well.
QC Aquaholic. I love how clownfish swim.
Yeah.
Is Aptasia good or bad?
It's usually pretty bad. It's it's a type of anemone. Anemone. It's very hard to kill, very easy to reproduce, and really does no. I mean, it looks like a little anemone. I guess the problem is it can kill your. If you have corals, it can kill them because it's a stinging anemone. It can kill some fish if they get too close. It doesn't look great.
Stuff that an anemone can basically do as well, right?
I think so. I mean, I don't think it's going to kill any of the fish in this tank, but it starts to get overwhelming, and then starts to, take over. And then instead of growing your nice corals that look cool, you grow this stuff that looks like a little, and it gets all over the place. You know?
Uh-huh.
Feeling me, dog?
Yeah.
Ooh, my headset's dying.
Barbara Jackson wants to know, is Aptasia the duckweed of salt water?
Kinda. I'm sure there's more than one duckweed of saltwater. I also have the problem with those vermitid snails. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's always like jagged things sticking out. Those are like these snails that form these little calcium tubes. They kind of fix themselves to something and they grow this tube out of them. And it becomes pretty pointy, pretty jagged. And it's like
wants to know, does anything eat Aptasia?
Supposedly there's that I had a filefish in here, but he died. So there's an Aptasia eating filefish. There are supposedly peppermint shrimp, which I did have some of them in here, but I haven't seen any of them since I put them in. Like I saw them for a week or
Isn't
two.
there a little creature too that
We're
eats the
getting there.
aptasia,
Yep.
but then it dies because it only eats aptasia?
Yeah, it's called a nudibranch. Nudibranch.
A Nudibranch.
It's like basically a slug. I wouldn't say giant. A sea slug kind of thing.
Right.
And that type of nudibranch only eats aptasia. So like once it's done killing everything in the tank, it will starve to death. So you almost have to like keep a colony aptasia going to keep that thing going, or you have to sell it, move on. So they get, from what I understand, they get really real expensive, those nudibranchs, because they're very specialized and very hard to keep alive. Well, I wouldn't say very hard, but long term hard to keep alive.
Patty's saying at least this aptasia is pretty. LOL.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not bad. I thought it was kind of cool, but I can see it becoming overwhelming. So I figured I might as well nip it before it gets too bad. I only ever saw there was a couple big polyps in this rock in the front here. I've since taken care of them. There was one back there,
Terry's
one over
tropical
here.
tanks is here. Hey Terry.
Hey, what's up, Terry? It's been a while, man. Where you been?
He's asking, is that a dotty back or a basilisk?
It's a dotty back. Orchid dotty back, I think is what it was. Just it's like purple. There's two clowns, a dotty back, that cleaner shrimp, a bunch of Narcerius snails, I think is how you say that. Hermit crab. There's that scooter blenny or lawnmower blenny. I did have a filefish. He died. I think that's pretty much everything in the tank. There might be some of those. Oh, there's some of those bumblebee shrimp that are in here too. I still see them moving around. The only thing I haven't seen in a while is those peppermint shrimp. They're like real small. They're supposedly eat aptasia, but I haven't seen them forever.
So what's that one that's right in the middle of the screen now?
That's the cleaner shrimp. He's cool. I really like him. He's very friendly. Like I put my hand in the tank, he's all over it.
That's like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you.
Maybe. The clown, he's pretty aggressive. Every time I put my hand in the tank, he tries to attack it. Like he'll do that. Like his way of getting like you don't want you there is he uses his tail and he'll swish. Swish. Yeah, and you can actually feel like quite a bit of water moving there. Like, man, that dude's got a little force in that tail. Not like it's gonna hurt you or anything, but then he will start biting. He'll start like nipping at you. Like, yo, get out of here. I try to like not let him do that to me. But you see how he does that little tail thing? Like, you can actually feel that water. It's pretty cool. Little angry boy. Girl. I guess he'd be the girl, wouldn't he?
Victor Coco wants to know if we have rams.
Rams. As in the snails?
I don't know.
What's a ram?
Rams.
Oh, like German rams? Or Bolivian rams? German blue rams? No, I don't. I actually was talking about those Bolivian rams recently. They're pretty cool fish. A little bit cooler water.
Sarah's saying how you tolerate the lack of BBA in that tank, Jason.
Oh, I make up for that green hair algae and all that red cyanobacteria. Keeps me busy. And the vermitid snails and the aptasia. So yeah. There's a lot going on in this tank. I've actually really considered like just moving the fish out. And the snails and all the livestock or whatever I can save.
UC says I love my Bolivian rams.
Yeah, Bolivian rams are cool. I was thinking about getting some. I believe it was Vinay I was talking to, that he might be able to get a beat on them. Somebody in his club was breeding them pretty heavy. Might be interesting. Yeah, rams are cool. What else? I mean, yeah, those German black rams that everybody always wants. They're neat, but They seem to be. I don't know.
Black ram.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, what? I guess camera doesn't do him justice. I guess let's put it that way.
Dean was breeding them at a time, wasn't he?
Atkins, really?
No, Dean.
Oh, I thought you said Ian. I thought you
Dean.
said Ian, dude. I'm sorry. Jeez.
You nerd.
Man, whatever. Whatever, man. All right, we're pretty much good here with the water. Whoop. Sucking dry. Start the pump. Let's get
That's
this
what
out.
she said.
Took you like 5 minutes to come up with that? Jeez.
Victor Coco says blue rams are great looking too.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm sure the black rams are great looking too. But I heard they're pretty aggressive little dudes. Oh, rams are pretty aggressive dudes too, right? German rams, anyway. I used to keep them when I was a kid. I haven't kept them in a long time.
3G says I have some EBLF rams. They don't like my water.
EBLF, electric blue longfin. I'm gonna guess. All right.
Abbreviations.
Okay. Can we see the power head in the back corner there? I always have a problem with this power head. Whenever half the time I turn it on or whenever the power comes on, it starts sucking instead of blowing. Oh, first try. Look at that. Boom. Nice.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Half the time when she turns you on, you start sucking instead of blowing.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Electric blue long fin.
That was right. I wonder if I could suck this up. Because I think I see some of those polyps forming.
Yeah, rams like soft water, don't they?
Yeah, I think they're more like they're Central American, aren't they?
He says they look great, but they don't breed.
Yeah.
3G.
I can understand. But the longfin black rams or whatever the ones you're talking about?
No, the 3G's EBLF.
Yeah. Oh, electric blue. I'm sorry, not the black one. Electric blue.
Duh.
Duh. Duh.
Duh.
Duh. Alright, whatever. This is good. I mean, I just did a water change. It's going to be good enough for now.
Yeah.
I have to look into getting that protein skimmer.
Dude, I gotta go see a guy about an alligator.
Alright, man, you have fun with that. I will entertain the masses for you. I'll start singing. Or not. Okay. Alright. That's pretty much all I'm going to do on that for today, I think, the salt water. Just did a water change. Cleaned it up a little bit. I really do need to get my bowl for the pack-a-bowl contest, like, at least started or moving. Yo, I got all this extra water. It's a lot of salt water left. We should use that to our advantage. You know that salt water? It's a lot of salt water. Good thing I have other tanks that use salt. Got this. Oh, I didn't check the eggs in this. I forgot about this one. Let me set the camera up so you can see. I can check the eggs and do a water change. And And then we should probably be at a point where we can probably end. Uh-oh, sounds like Kirk took us with him. No!
What?
Oh, did you take us with
What did
you?
you say? Stoop?
Well, that was quick, man.
Yeah, well, it was a big alligator, though. I had to wrestle him.
I don't want to know. Do not want to know. But, you know. I mean, maybe.
Yo, I want some of them fish, man.
The Cyanodorsalis? The
Yeah,
blue-eyed,
but
blue-back,
I
blue
want
eyes?
fresh ones.
I'm working on them. Let's see if we can get eggs to keep moving into the fresh.
I want the freshwater ones. Acclimated to fresh water.
I currently have a small colony started in fresh.
Like, I put my two
Let's go over this.
rice fish into my planted tank. I moved them out of my old bowl.
I don't know if that camera's
Put them
doing them
into
any
my
justice.
planted tank, and
Can you guys see how blue they are right now?
they are like surface swimmers, man.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that blue and yellow is coming through on camera. Holy cow, does that look crazy right now?
Yeah, the blue and the yellow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting
See
kind of
them
like a
both.
bleed over.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are really fired up at the moment. Maybe I should lower the camera a little. That'll probably help.
Did you just feed them, or
No.
they just?
No, it's usually this time of the day that they get pretty active. I usually have already fed them by now. I try to put the, like I was using your theory where if I just put like fry food in this tank a lot, that they'll breed a little bit more because there's, food for the babies. But it's been a while since I've checked this mop. Yeah, see, I think it introduces some behavior. But these guys are pretty good breeders for me anyway. Haven't really had much.
Prolific.
Yeah, I see a dead egg falling down there. They don't really eat their eggs too much from my experience. They do lay a lot of eggs all over everything. Like, I already see there's a ton of eggs in this freaking mop. Holy cow.
Holy cow.
Holy. Alright, hang on. Maybe we need to switch the camera for this. So you can see how many eggs are in this mop?
Holy cow.
Ooh. Well, this has also been quite a while since I've cleaned this mop out. Yo, I can't believe how many eggs are in this. I don't think I've ever seen this mop have this many eggs in it. Holy cow. Holy cow, man. Alright, let's change cameras. See if you can see. It's going to take me.
Talking about two-finger wrestling.
Don't ask. I don't know. Can you see all these white dots all over this thing?
Yeah. All of those are eggs?
Yes. There's an egg just stuck to me.
Why don't you put them in the fry box?
I'm going to split some of these into... Looks like some of these are right about to hatch, too. Holy cow. Look at these over here. I'm seeing eyeballs and everything in there. Can you see that?
No.
Well, you're just going to have to trust me. Okay? All right, I'm going to put...
I see the eggs, but I don't... Well, maybe I do see the eyeballs a bit.
I'm going to move this over. I'm going to swap the camera back, and I'm going to start putting eggs in... Well, I have to set up a breeder box. Because I'll split some of these into freshwater and saltwater, or brackish. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
If you say so.
I say so. We'll just... I'm going to put them in that container right at the top there.
Okay.
And that's fresh water, buddy.
Alrighty.
So count with me. Don't fall. 1.
1 egg.
I'm going to hold this a little bit better because I feel like I'm going to drop this. 2.
2 eggs.
3.
3. 3 eggs.
4.
4 eggs.
5.
5 eggs.
6.
6 eggs.
Should I stop counting? 7.
You said count with you.
8.
8. 8. 8. 8 is great. 8 is the number I do not wait. Important news comes from the queen, a new baby, and I have seen that she is well and doing fine. Good grief, that's princess number 9.
12, 13,
13 eggs.
15.
15?
I think I'll stop at 20. 16.
What do you mean stop?
Well, I'll put the other ones in brackish.
Oh.
17, 18, 19, 20. There's 3 right there. Yeah, we'll go a little more. 24. 20. This would be 23. 24. 25. That's a good number, right? It's a good number to start. Okay.
Hey, Barbara Jackson, you're one of the first people in a long time that's known that was from Sesame Street.
Yeah, I don't think I know that. Where is the stupid container that I was using all this time? Why do things just walk away? Like,
Lady Diane says it's such a beautiful fish room.
thank you. It's a mess. Oh, here it is. All right, I'm gonna set this down here in this
Hey,
thing.
Skipper's here.
What's up, Skip? All right, I will. Well, let's do. What should we do? We should set up the breeder box, right? I can use the small one.
Hey, Kenny, are you streaming today?
Oh yeah, he does his members only today. Usually.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out. Is the Kenny E streaming today? Now, my experience with these Cyanodorsalis, blue-eye bluebacks, is that they're pretty good at raising up their babies or whatever, not eating their fry. They don't really eat their eggs, in my experience. I think they can't get the eggs in, or I don't think they can swallow the eggs. So I think that's one of the reasons why they don't eat the eggs. I think the eggs are just too big for them. What else?
I don't know. What else?
They're pretty good with their babies, is what I was trying to say. They like the fry that gets in the, like that's whatever hatches. They don't really mess with them. They're just kind of, oh, you're a baby, okay, and then they leave it alone. Like some fish, I know will eat their babies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat my babies.
Mel says good morning, Depths and
Good morning,
Fishy
Mel.
Man. Sorry I'm late.
Well, better late than never. Thanks for being here. And yeah.
We appreciate it.
Let's turn on the air here. Whoa! That was a little too much. We need a trickle here. Come on now.
That's what she said.
More than a trickle? Yeah, that's a little better. All right, maybe we'll put the rest of the eggs I find in there. Here, let's move the camera over to that one. We'll swap cameras. And then I'll do that water change. What time is it, by the way?
It is 11:16.
Okay. So we're running a little late. We usually, I always say I do a 2-hour stream, but I hardly ever do a 2-hour stream. I always go over. So it's anywhere between 2
Patty
and 3
says
hours.
Happy Mother's Day again to everybody.
Oh, happy Mother's Day. Rice fish don't eat their young. I don't know. I've never kept rice fish. How about you? Kirk, you have them, don't you?
Yeah.
And?
Well, mine never bred. I seen eggs on them, but I've never seen the eggs hatch. They were in my bowl. Patty says they won't eat the eggs.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good about that. Um, I don't know. I've never kept them, so I really can't tell you. All right, where are we at here? I need the mop. It has all the eggs in it. And this is currently filling up. This is one of those Fluval hang on back breeder box things.
Hang on front.
Except it's hanging on the back, it's hanging on the front. Dude, I should almost just stick this entire mop in there. Jesus. Actually, probably a better idea when I think of it. I could just make another mop. Because I'll be picking these eggs forever. Great idea. You know what? There you go.
3G says, would anyone here buy a pink glow angelfish?
A pink what?
Glow angelfish.
Yo, I've been. Alright. I
I'm
went down
really
this road
wanting
once.
some ATM.
At the moment. Okay. I looked at those. From whatever, the only thing I could find about glow angelfish is there was some fish expo in I think Taiwan or somewhere like that. Might have been Singapore. I don't remember exactly where, but they were introduced. I think it was like 2016 or something like that, and I haven't heard anything. Like that was it. They were only done like as like a kind of like the glow tetras and stuff like that. But whoever created these things only created them, showed them at that expo, and I don't know if they're even available. But they looked really cool. I have definitely seen them. And I know it's probably like, the whole like glowfish debate, whether that's ethical.
Lady Diane says, good lord, not angelfish too.
Yeah, but I mean, we're
And
going to go
Mel
down that
says,
road.
I'm not into glowfish.
I understand the argument there. I get it. I understand it. Trust me. But at the end of the day, like, are we okay with things like, what is it? Alien bettas and parrotfish and
I would not
flower
buy.
horns, stuff like that. Like that's kind of like the same idea,
I mean, Paul.
right? So, or balloon mollies, or those bubble eye glowfish, or goldfish. That's the word I'm looking for. Like all those goldfish, those weird shabunkins and
Shabunkins.
Ryukins. I don't know what the heck.
Ryukins.
Ryukin.
Isn't that from what is that from? Ryukin.
That's I keep saying not Tetris, Tekken. I think it's Tekken. Might be
Or
Street
is it
Fighter.
from
I can't remember. It's one of those old school.
from that fight
Yeah, it's a game.
game.
Yeah, it's either Tekken or I think it's either Tekken or Street Fighter. One of those two.
Street Fighter. Ryukin.
Ryukin. And you keep shooting that like ice thing.
Yeah. A
Or blast of energy.
fire.
Yeah, it's like blue. I think though. I'm just having memories here. I don't remember. Street Fighter. Thank you. Been a long time, man. All those games kind of blend together.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna keep that mop in there. So then now I'm desperately in the need for more mops. But this is my in case I didn't mention this, this is a second colony of those blueback blue eyes I have. The Cyan
That's
Versalis.
it's
I split them into two colonies so that if anything happened to one.
This is also oh shit. Sorry. This is also a brackish colony, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have some.
So you have no freshwater colony at the moment.
That is not true. Well, hang on. Well, we're not picking the eggs. I'm just gonna let that fill up. I'm gonna have to worry about leave the mop in there. However many hatch out. Hopefully soon. We'll see. I have a feeling that some of those babies I just picked out are gonna hatch like in like hours in that other in the water in the freshwater.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this top tank here is a 5-gallon or whatever, 5.5-gallon, whatever they are. And this is the first colony I had. I bred them, then I split the colony, then I started taking the eggs, putting them in fresh water and hatching them out. And then the ones that hatched out are in this tank. Now so far I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Some of them are
And they
real
have.
little.
All right, so they're not breeding size.
No, some of them are breeding size. There's definitely a male and female that are breeding size. However, every time I have a mop in here, I've not gotten any eggs. But I'm more concentrating on trying to get more of these in this colony than anything else at the moment. So,
Patty wants to know if that's the fish that you gave her that's in the brackish. I don't believe it is, Patty.
no. No, Patty, I did not give you those. You have fricatas.
Facadas. Forgot about
Fricatas.
you.
Forgot about it.
Forgot about it.
Fricatas about it.
You got facadas, Patty. Those are completely freshwater fish.
Yeah, although I think they can handle. I don't know. They're definitely harder water fish from my experience. A lot of us blue eyes seem to be pretty harder water. Although I don't know, I haven't kept them all, so ones I have kept seem to do all right. Oh wait, I have a mop sitting here. Hey,
Yay!
look at that. I'm gonna do a water change first. But I definitely want to keep this colony up and running. I like this. I like these fish are like incredible. I would like to get them in a bigger tank actually. And we know about that whole euryhaline thing. Remember that, where they can go from salt to fresh, fresh to salt, pretty quick. It's actually what I did with one of the. I had 2 males. One of them died though. So take that with a grain of salt. I took them from the brackish, put them in a saltwater tank. Realized that was a mistake because the saltwater fish were going after them. So I pulled them back out and then I put them in the freshwater. So far, one of them is still alive.
Great.
Great. What do I need? I need the bucket. Need a bucket. So we got planned today, dude. Anything?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. It's your birthday and all.
Yeah. To do absolutely nothing
That's the plan. All
and
right.
to be waited on
Whoa.
hand and foot
Get out of the tube. Okay.
by by the people that I have made.
Mm-hmm. Good plan.
Have you ever made people before?
I
I've
have.
made people,
I have one.
and I am their leader.
Did that even come up? No. God.
Thank you, Mel.
Come on now.
You got sucked harder, man.
I don't want to put my mouth on this. Hang on. There we go.
It's not come.
I couldn't get a suction. Man, it's salty.
You ever do
Woo!
suction like how like some people do it, where they dip the hose, then
Yeah, the
they
problem is
let
I don't
the
have a
air
whole lot.
out.
I don't know if you can see the top of this tank, but I do not have a whole lot of clearance right here.
Yeah, yeah. So you can't do it there. But have you
I
ever
have,
done that?
yeah. I actually do that quite a bit in the tanks that are bigger because it just makes it easier. Or, I mean, most of the
Yeah.
time when I'm doing the tanks, other than this stuff, I have the Python to start everything up, you know what I mean?
You have to suck on it.
No, not usually. Whoa. Do like
You ever suck one of them fish out?
not so far that I know of.
Yeah. Sometimes I suck out shrimp.
Yeah, these guys are pretty good. I mean, they're usually top dwellers, so as long as you don't like put the Python around there as you're going in, you know what I mean? They're pretty good to get it out of the way.
Young Family Show has to take off.
All right, man. Thanks for being here. And oh yeah, I gotta get your you won that mug, dude. It's coming, dude. It's coming.
That's what she said.
Dude. Now I already pre-mixed my salt water. Usually. There it is. I was like, I know I have the jug sitting somewhere. Usually a gallon. Green tea. And this is a 5-gallon tank, so this is about 20%. right? So I'll just take some time here, kind of not try to not stir up all the plants too much. Oh no, there's a fish stuck on the wall there. What's going on there, man? He got stuck in the... He wasn't looking like he was having fun with that. Alright, well, so much for stirring up the plants. Alright, cool.
Patty says, I don't know why you would use your mouth. Nowadays, they sell the bulbs.
I broke the bulb.
I really don't get it.
I had the bulb, and I broke it. It got clogged, and I opened up that thing, and there's like that little ball that's inside there. And when I was like, I guess I wasn't paying attention or I wasn't careful, and the stupid ball went down the stupid drain. So the bulb doesn't work without the ball.
And 3G said that Deej loves a good suck start.
That's right. Gets
That's
the
how
day
he
going.
cranks his truck.
Starts the day off right. Nice salty suck. Never mind.
It's brackish anyhow. It's not,
It's pretty salty. I'm gonna tell you that. Don't ask me how I know.
Mel says, I use my mouth.
I'm pleading the fifth at this moment. No, anything going on in this conversation.
Cora wants to know what's the blue thing hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, that's my party lights, man. Hang on. I'm scooping up some of the salt water to replenish my gallon thing there, so hang on. I take whatever leftover water I have usually, and then because I mix my salt water up for the saltwater tank, and usually there's more water than what goes in the saltwater tank, so I have leftovers. I take the leftover water and then I cut it with some RO, and that's what I use in my brackish tanks, which is basically salt water.
Lady Diane says,
And
Patty, confusion. I've never only used bulb siphon.
Yeah, there's like
a bulb siphon is.
Some of those. I think I know that one had one. It's like a rubber bulb, like a squeegee bulb.
It creates the suction.
Yeah, and it uses usually uses it's like a one-way valve basically. So when you squeeze, it has to create a suction on the business end of that pipe.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it works. But if that ball's not in there, it can't create that one-way check valve, so that the air keeps sucking and blowing, so it doesn't create a siphon.
Mine just has a little flap.
I should clean this lid because it is really dirty. But anyway, let's look up. These are the party lights. I don't think they're currently plugged in, so I got them going around the whole soffit thing here. My little Ivy. I used to have it hooked up to
QC says, I was doing maintenance in another room and listening to the stream. Did I hear someone mention honey blue eyes?
No, I wish. I have cyanodorsalis, but I do not have the honey blue. Although that's a bucket list one. I'm working on it. I know a couple people that have them. Dan's Fish was selling them recently too. Shame I didn't know. I might have bought some. Anyway, let me clean this lid. This lid is disgusting.
Paul says, FYI, the bulbs are replaceable.
The balls, yeah, I'm sure they are. I think I still have it somewhere. I just don't have it. It's not working currently. So.
Paul says, I just use the tube. I have to yank the little flap out of the gravel vac.
Yeah, some of those gravel vacs, I know exactly what you're talking about. He's talking about the ones that, some gravel vacs, they come like at the top of where the tube connects to the actual The vacuum part, the vacuum tube.
Mm,
There's a vacuum tube, and then there's the tube smaller, the drain tube, whatever, right? Where that
yeah,
connects, there's like a plastic fitting in there. There's like a valve that moves, and
yeah.
that's how you can start the siphon by just shaking the thing. I
The,
think that's a design by like one of the makers, and I don't think it's the Python one. I think that's a patented design
yeah,
feature.
but it's a very generic action for men.
Yes. Okay, that water change is done. Lid was cleaned. Eventually, one of these days, I'm gonna have to clean that sponge filter. But just gonna
Girl
let it
says I
settle
usually
out.
play with my. I I recently was playing with using a Python on a big pump too, and that works if you get the right fittings.
Oh yeah, that's it.
But you
Well,
can't.
yeah,
You need a certain amount of water to pump to recirculate for the pump to recirculate.
yeah. They're almost like those. I wouldn't say they're called. Well, yeah, like a trash pump kind of thing, where they need
Sump
like
pump.
like a sump. Okay, same idea. Trash pump, sump pump, same idea. But yeah, they almost need a certain amount of water like in the hose for it to work.
They have to be primed.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. All right. Let's. You know what? Maybe we should do it since do we have enough brackish to do it in this too? I'm gonna be close. Enough salt water. If not, I have a secret on making this salt water.
BC's taking off. I have a video of new fish to finish.
Nice.
Take it easy, y'all.
Have a good one. Look forward to the video. Bam. All right, let's finish this water change and the saltwater stuff, and we'll start wrapping things up here. Oh, this is brackish. I call it everything brackish or salty. Salt.
Thanks, Getty. Cora was saying, yeah, water has to run past the Venturi to pull through the Python hose.
Yeah. What is a venturi?
The thing you put on your sink, attached to the sink.
Yes, that is actually. But a venturi is just an area of low pressure
Um,
that
I have
is
often
created by.
thought about putting a pump on mine because I waste a lot of water doing siphoning out water because I gotta run the cold water to get the siphon going
Gotcha.
because some of my tanks are too low to
Yeah, that's the problem.
create a good suction.
I do that too. I usually what I do is I'll use the sink water to start the siphon, and then I'll kill the faucet and just let the gravity drain it. On
Yeah,
like the
but
big
that's if
tanks.
the tanks are high
Yeah,
enough.
the big tanks and the tanks. Well, most of the tanks that are the big tanks are high enough. The only one
Yeah,
that's not is the one, and it will start doing it for a while. It just won't. It'll
yeah,
stop.
it won't continue doing
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
and then the low tanks, if I got to get it done quick, like sometimes on the 125, I'll just kick on the.
the water,
Yeah, just because I want to,
the cool water.
takes like 3 hours to just gravity feed
Yeah,
that. and I turn the pumps off, but I only use like the it's got the feed function where it shuts them off for like 10 minutes. So if I'm not, I got to keep an eye on it. So like every 10 minutes the pumps kick back on and I turn them back off.
ah, Koro,
Koro?
quite right. Koro Works is saying it's Fishyman's birthday. Jason, did you sing for him yet?
I,
Normally, Kirk sings for you. One day out of the week, you can return the
Nobody
favor,
wants
right?
this. Nobody's asking for this.
Come on, people. If everybody gets in on it, he's gonna have to.
I'm going to have to what? End the stream? I realized I didn't even switch the camera. You just
Everybody who wants to hear Jason sing me happy birthday, say now.
happy, 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 happy.
Sorry, Lady Diane. She wants to know if you have any rice fish are stunning. You sell any?
I don't even have race fish. Kirk has them, but I don't think he has any in breeding.
No, I do not. I only have two rice fish. Dos.
Dose. Real scientific method here. I'm just dumping the water in.
You sell any fish, Jason?
I don't. Not normally. I usually, if I'm going to do something, I'll give them away. Most of the time, it's either babies or shrimp. Does Jason sell the fish? I don't sell any. No, I haven't. Put it that way. Okay. Now, I'm going to scoop up the rest of this water. Hopefully. That's a mess. I'm making a mess. Spilling.
Everybody
Why
wants to
is...
hear you sing me happy birthday.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear Kirk Edge. Happy birthday to you.
Aww.
There you go.
That almost made me want to puke. I mean, cry.
Same thing. Can somebody explain to me why, like, they make these measuring cups that, like, whenever you start pouring, they just start spilling everywhere instead of pouring out the spout?
I know.
Like,
Don't they have things that are dripless?
You would think, right? In this day and age?
Tasters?
Yes, they have those basters, yeah. I mean, but
I need to get one of them.
I have one of those. They actually work pretty good.
But do they have like a one-way valve in them or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's I wouldn't say there's a trick to them, but you got to get used to using them because it's just like it pulls a lot of air. Like when you, I don't even know how to describe it. When I use mine, I use it for feeding my brine shrimp, right? And I'll squeeze the bulb and I'll suck it in, and it usually sucks a lot of it in and up into the bulb part. And then so it's like it doesn't want to drip out because it's not like gravity doing that. There's something stopping it. So you actually have to physically squeeze. And if you don't have the baster straight up and down, a lot of times you don't get all the water out. Does that make sense? It's not really big. I mean, it's just a matter of figuring out. Like, it just takes a little.
You mean it's not rocket science?
It's not rocket science, and it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of getting used to using it.
3G says spend more than 99 cents on measuring items.
Well, this one's a Pyrex glass cup. I don't know how much more you can spend on them. I remember these were the expensive ones. Stupid measuring cups.
How much is it? $1.99?
I don't remember. I got it at Target. So yeah, probably. Alright, looks like we had just enough. Ooh. Whatever. Whatever, man. Alright. Did Kenny E say he was doing his members only show today?
I haven't seen him mention it, no.
Okay.
But he probably is. I don't know.
Yeah, I think somebody said Scotty's going to be going today, like on a marathon, something or other. Whoa, what am I stuck on? Oh, of course. Stupido. There we go. Trying to wrap up this hose. It's not going well at the moment. What is going on here? Oh, what's the kick? got the Mother's Day lunch thing happening in a little bit. Going to the mother-in-law's. Gonna eat some chicken parm.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11:43.
Yep. All right, cool. This is actually pretty good timing, right? Finish this off and we're good. All right, that's pretty much good there. So we'll turn that over here. I'll fill up my water.
Over there.
Over there. These are RO jugs. I just fill them up. Keep them on hand because, it's good to have RO water on hand, I think. Use it to top off the saltwater tanks or the
What's in that
brackish
little
tanks.
flat container next to the tea bottle?
Anubias Nana Petite.
All right.
Lots of it. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put it yet. I think this is going to go in the bowl, so I'm trying to keep it moist.
Moist.
Okay, that's that. Whoa.
Keep it moist.
I almost fell.
Genu's here.
What's
Coming
up,
in
Jen?
late.
You
I'll
made
watch
it.
the replay.
You made it, Jen. Thanks for being here. Oh. That was my back, man. What is going on? Right, let's unconnect
Select
this.
says lunch. That sounds good.
It does, man. Starting to get there. Starting to get that hunger. The hunger. Supposedly doing chicken parm.
Well, it is technically midday.
It's getting there real close. Except we're not eating till 2, so.
Sucks to be you.
Does suck to be me.
You're gonna have to snack.
I am gonna snack. Alright, did I bring the other jug? No. Okay, here. Go. See if this did the trick, guys. Okay. I do think I should get a better container than this one. What did I do with the lid?
I thought you was gonna squat on that bucket.
Looking for the lid.
For a while.
Looking for the lid. The only reason I'd like to get a new one of these is because this is not technically watertight. If I take this upside down to shake it, it starts leaking. If I do this, it starts slinging water everywhere. So not an ideal container. Let's put it that way. This one's perfectly fine.
It's not a watertight cap.
Yeah, exactly. It was a cat litter container.
Oh.
I guess they don't need that to be watertight.
I guess not.
Shake it up. Mix it up. Let's test. The old handy refractometer. I did calibrate this not too long ago. So I'm assuming it's still within.
Select says.
Every couple of months I check it. Whoops.
Deb says, thank you to all of those who have donated and share the link for my grandson's fund.
No problem,
Much
Debbie.
love to you all. And
Yeah.
Select says, glue the lid to a string and the other end of the string to the plug.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
What plug, what string?
I don't know.
Well, neither do I.
You want me to slow it down more for you?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's the long answer. All right. Well, the other one is perfectly spot on, 1.015. This
Pearl says, I
is.
want an aquarium
Oh,
siphon with one of those
this one's a little
thump
light.
pumps just for kids to help.
Mm.
Laughing off. LMAO.
Mm. Okay, this one's a little light. It's 1.0133534
Jug, not plug.
or 1513514. Whew. It was a hard one. So a little light, but it's okay. It's close enough. That's the
Select
thing about
says jug,
brackish.
not plug. If the lid is on a string, you don't lose it.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Yeah. I was gonna say, how's it gonna help with the watertight thing? But yes, I could see. That's a good idea. Because I tend to lose strings and things all the time. Tis my curse. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty much it. What time is it? I've got like a couple minutes. We're good here. We're good here.
It's 11:49.
Correct. So yeah. Well, the only other thing to do before we leave is to re-up the salt water. So let me. So we'll go here. This is a new bucket. Hey.
Select says if you lose the string, you will have lost the jug of water.
Yup.
2. Bigger problem than I can help with.
Yeah. See. It sounds
Paul
good on
says,
paper,
thanks
but.
for the stream, fellas.
Yep, man. Thanks for being here. All right. Oh. Basically, I use this cup. Crusty on top there.
I can see like fumes raising off of it. Well,
I can
not
taste
fumes,
it.
but it's dust.
Yeah, I can taste it. It's salty.
Salt dust.
Salty dust.
Salty
It's
dust.
one.
Well, I should hope it's salty and not sweet.
2. 3. Nose edge. 4.
Can you season your food with that salt?
You probably could. I mean, this is minerals, really. Some amino acids, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the heck's in here. It's got extra calcium, though, because it's for reefs.
Well, that would be good for your bones.
Yeah, true. Alright, unplug that one. This is where I keep the RO. I have this plumbed into my unit. It's got a float valve so that when it fills up, it shuts off. Here's my dedicated pump. Stick this end in the tank. Can you see what I'm doing over
Those
here?
sweet reef crystals are used for something else.
Oh, are they now? I don't know about that, sir. Or ma'am. Whoever said that.
Select said that.
Uh-huh.
Now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
Basically, I've done this enough times that I know 4 scoops. I have a mark here to a line. It gets real close.
You've done it enough times.
I try to mix my stuff at for the saltwater tank.
That's our water you're using?
Yep. This is like a 40-gallon trash can. This is like a 30-gallon trash can.
Reservoir.
Yeah.
Reservoir.
Reservoir. I'll just fill this up. And then the float valve will fill it. The RO unit will fill it back up. It's kind of nice having the water ready to go, you know. That way if there's ever an emergency, let's say, God forbid, something happens and the tank starts leaking or draining, right? Worst comes to worst, I could throw the fish in here, in this container, you know what I mean? Because it's where they need to be. It's already pre-mixed. Don't have to freak out.
Pearl says that see, even on his birthday, Kirk is singing Busta Rhymes.
He does it for you guys. It's a man of the people. Alright, this is almost full. Get it to the lid. Give it a stir.
He said, wait, is that B.I.G.? I don't know anymore.
This is it might be Biggie. I don't remember.
I'm not sure either.
Into the bucket. Back
Into
to
the
where
bucket.
Back to whence you came.
From when you came. Back to the depths from whence
That's
you
it.
came.
The depths unknown. Alright. That goes back on. Lid goes on the RO so nothing gets in it. Oh yeah. That's one thing I do like to do that I didn't do. Is I usually take my TDS meter, stick it in here, just to make sure. This is how I determine if I need to change my filters. So currently at a 1. And the reason it's at a 1 is because it was high at one point, and that's when I changed the filters. So it's usually coming out at 0 right now. And this is just thinning out the whatever it was. I'm okay with 1 TDS. Let's stir this up with my big old stick. Done.
Done.
Done. The lid's over here. That's done.
That's done.
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 Tank is looking pretty clear right now.
Tank is looking pretty clear.
Looking pretty good. Let's put the lid back on.
Put the lid back on.
Let's thank all the people for being here. Thank you all for being here. If you're able to. Ooh, we got an alarm. Got an alarm.
Got an alarm, people.
It's an alarm.
It's an alarm.
That milk jug just finished filling up. Now we're gonna fill up barrel of water. The barrel.
Barrel.
Can. What do you want to call this thing? Trash can? Barrel? Oops. What have I done? What have you done? Okay. Okay. Okay, as I was saying, thanks everyone for being here. If you're able to help out with the GoFundMe or the PayPal to Debbie, that'd be great. Can't, if you're able to share it out, that'd be great too. Other than that, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And happy birthday, Kirk.
Thank you, sir. Happy Mother's Day, everybody, and thanks for all the birthday wishes.
Right on. Well, we'll see you all in the next one. And I'm not sure who's up next, but I know Kenny E usually does his members only live stream. So check for that, and otherwise, I guess search the tube. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.